So I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win. Look, it is just that, a guess. But I do think if we have no more COVID frustrations, that ultimately, even with the changes that we'll have to make, I think will be too strong for Spurs. It is going to be an interesting test, though, particularly for Antonio Conte, with a different side now coming up against Jurgen Klopp. I'll be very interested in the battle of wits between the two managers. Christmas is coming. The days are running out to get your loved one that special present. If you haven't already got something for that special man in your life, do check out manscaped.com, and remember, you can get 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our discount code WFM20, and that includes anything on the shop. Obviously, it's going to be Alisson Becker and Ibrahima Konate and Joe Matip for me. There are going to be people who are saying Joe Gomez, but I don't think he's fit enough yet. So for me, I think, look, Konate was brilliant against Newcastle tonight, as was Joel Matip. I think a lot of what Joel Matip does goes under the radar, particularly with his passing. So we know about his little gallops forward, and we love seeing him go into the opposition half. But for me, against Newcastle, there were some fantastic examples of Joel Matip's passing ability there. So I think that goes under the radar. Konate, his physicality was brilliant against Newcastle. His pace as well caught my eye. I've no problem if Kostas Tsimikas plays. Love the guy. But Robbo is in a really good vein of form at the minute. And I think while he's not tired or showing any signs of fatigue, give him this one for me. Maybe bring Kostas in for the game against Leicester on the 23rd. But Andy Robertson on the left-hand side. And look, what can I say about Trent? The assist machine has now turned it into a goal scorer machine as well. What a strike. What a strike. Using Mike Dean as a guide almost as well. And I'm sick of these arguments about Trent Alexander-Arnold. People saying that he can't defend. People saying that Reece James is better. He isn't. Reece James is brilliant. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a good defender. But neither of them have the overall package that Trent Alexander-Arnold has. Look at that tackle. I know people will say maybe they think it should have been a penalty. I believe he got enough of the ball. But look at the tackle on Ryan Fraser. If he didn't get that exactly right, that's a penalty, and Newcastle are back into the game. So for me, this myth that Trent can't defend is just that, a myth. Moving into midfield, so what do we know? Well, we know that Curtis Jones and Fabinho are not available for the manager. So with that in mind, this is what I've gone with. Thiago Alcantara, Jordan Henderson, and Naby Keita. We seen the little cameo from Naby against Newcastle, and we're all starting to fall in love again. Oh, well, at least I am. The frustrations with the injuries, I won't lie, they are frustrating. I'm sure they're frustrating Naby as much as anybody. But what nobody can deny is his impact in the final third of the pitch for Liverpool. He closes down, wins balls, loves a strike, little passes around the corner. He's a very clever footballer. I would give him 60 and then maybe look at bringing on James Milner or Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Thiago, there will come a time where I'm sure he's going to need a rest, but I don't want it to be this game against Spurs because we need him. And Hendo in the 6, we know he can do a job. Probably alternate with Thiago on occasions as well. Thiago ultimately probably on that left-hand side. Jordan Henderson, I was intrigued to see how Jordan Henderson went about the attacking side of his game, filling in for Fabinho, but he did get a few runs down that right-hand side, so I've no doubt when Hendo bursts forward on the right to try and link up with Salah and Trent, we'll probably see Thiago tucking in. No surprises on the left or right. Sadio Mane on the left for me, Mohamed Salah on the right. Get as much game time out of these gents as they can before the AFCON, if that goes ahead, because let's be honest, if we're worrying about Premier League football going ahead, the idea of sending guys over to another continent in the middle of a pandemic for a tournament that already has a few headaches, I don't know. Look, it's not for me to decide, but whatever happens, I think we need to be playing these guys one way or the other. For me, Mo, in great form at the minute, 15 goal involvements in a game in a row. Tied Premier League record, I think, with Jamie Vardy at the top. And the good thing for Mo is that streak can still continue. So he is amazing. He's a goal scoring machine. He's a vital cog in Jurgen Klopp's wheel. We love him. I actually feel like Sadio's playing well. All that he's missing is a few goals. And look, it's easy to say all that he's missing, but I think he's impacting games in a positive way. He was honest in his assessment of last season, and he said that he just wasn't at his best. I'm going to give Sadio the benefit of the doubt and say that he will come good and that he'll go through an explosive vein of form, and hopefully that starts against Spurs. Diogo Jota is doing okay, scored again, but Bobby Firmino is back. And Bobby Firmino looked a bit fresh, more fresh to me than Diogo Jota when he came on. So I'm going to go with Bobby. But it is a toss of the coin because I could make a decision for either and be happy with it. And whoever Klopp goes with, I ain't going to complain. I think maybe just give Jota a rest. No point in rushing him when he was coming back from an injury. and he's played some games in a row now. Bobby's also coming back, so I think why not? Just let Jota have the last 20 and let Bobby start the game. That's what I go with. Don't forget to go over and check out Anfield Agenda's new Twitch channel as well. You can also find Anfield Agenda on TikTok and on Instagram as well. Just search Anfield Agenda and give us a follow over there. But most importantly, I want to wish you all a happy Christmas if I don't speak to some of you before then, and thank you for your continued support of the channel. It means the world to us, and I will be back really soon. Take care, lots of love, and up the Reds.